was not as vocal as usual? Is it because he was not aligned to the clarion call to the people who are demonstrating on that Sabasaba day? Or is it because he doesn't see himself meeting that call of the Gen Zs who are demanding the demonstration in Sabasaba day? Because some people are saying that the Gen Zs, the people who have demonstrated the Gen Zs are genuine demonstration, genuine movement, have liquidated Sabasaba. So if Raila had come into this, he would have seen as if he's fighting the government in his hand, working with the government. Is that the position?
We support Raila Amolo Odinga's hand. When he came, he explained the meaning of Sabasaba. You know, when age is also catching up, you become a elder, you become a humble person. Odinga explained the issue of Sabasaba to this young generation. We have not only the young generation, we have young generation who understand the history of Kenya. And this is why I said that Kenning should be introduced. And I played my national hymn to the presidency of Kenya. We used to sing that. Yeah, loyalty pledge to the nation. Something which is not there today. So Odinga tried to explain for them. You know, Odinga is also another person. He called the mainstream media, the online media, and explained to them. Because parents are fair, they get you. That's what I can say. You find some parents who don't know any history. Their children who don't know history. Recently, I tried to explain this. You find someone you saying that no, we just want how will you implement what you want now if you don't know the history? Because somebody thinks I'm spiritual. Somebody thinks I'm spiritual. People made noise for the Jomo Kenyatta. People, the Mamo made noise for the last British government. Then came a certain generation there. They made noise for Jomo Kenyatta. Moi, people made noise. And now William Ruto, it is there to stay. What will make us change is that the Wananchi must come together and find ways, the moral fabrics, which will make us respect the national governments and also the county governments. And also, just to say, coming to your question, I thank His Excellency, rightful Prime Minister Raila Odinga, for coming out strongly to educate people. Because politicians of today, some of them even do not know. I met an MP who do not know even the history of this country. How do you elect such a person? So I think more should be done in county halls, in conferences, in platforms like Bungalon Inch, where people meet and discuss their issues, so that people can be informed. And historians are very few to find it nowadays. So when you find someone who can elaborate to you some of the things which happen, I think we should pay attention. And also the technology era. We normally see also if you go to national archives, you get to know, even on TikTok, have you seen the Kenyan history? And also you see what happened, the Mau struggle, the Kotalela Rasamwe, the Ramogi, the Gormaya, you find how they fought. So you mark those, and you combine with what is now. You will be a disciplined person in the society. You will be able to get this.
But Speaker, when you say like majority of the Gen Zs don't know the history of the country, I'm told to differ with that because in school you were taught from primary school, the social studies, but also history, the few who did history and government as a subject up to the Form 4. You have that idea, the Kotalela Samoei, the Dante Marquez, even the Wangari Maathai, you know, they were pillars, they were historical pillars in building Kenya in different sectors. But now, when you compare those history, those people who fought for independence, the Dante Marquez, when you compare them to the leaders of this time, they don't match up. Is it because we are a generation who that is very enlightened? We have the information because we are in information era. With this much information, are the Gen Zs expecting too much of these leaders or the current group of leaders too weak and they're not delivering us, the ones who were there before?
I was a Gen Z. So I didn't just fall to become a millennial. But there's something called social moral fabric and culturalism. This should be inculcated in the youth. We must be people patient. The only way which we can develop this country is by ensuring that we check on the taxes. See, they are trying of employment. We check on taxes so that the people can do business, so that the online media can also generate income. That is the thing which Badi did in the finance budget and our push as a social movement. I even brought Badi on our platform. So that tax of digital content creators, they should not be taxed. That tax was the Gen Z. I was also Gen Z in 2019. And we must be realistic. This thing is just being used by certain political elites. pen the limit to manipulate the emotions of people. They know that unemployment rate is our case. But this can be sort of dialogue and I stand by that since time of immemorial. I supported the Gen Z demonstration of 2019 when the former minister of the former cabinet secretary of finance refused to hear. I supported that finance bill, and I even echoed the president for throwing it away. So when his successor came and listened to us, I think we must also be patient enough in President Ruto's government, because they say that President Ruto has not performed. Currently we have SHA, which is working. I had a patient, the bill came to 126,000 and some hundred. The SHA, we paid not $6 for the actual clinic. Then we filed him, and he was released, he was discharged. So we also have a housing program which is going on. This will decentralize the issue, the monopoly of landlords, increasing the charges to the tenants, the rents, the tenants. I think this is a kind of socialism society which President William Ruto is trying to bring up, and which was the part and parcel of the manifesto of Orange Democratic Movement. The socialism. You know, we have some few individuals who have benefited from the capitalistic kind of state, and they are the people inciting the unemployed youths in the state because mayhem and anarchy in our country, and that should not be allowed. Currently, housing problem is being sorted. By mid-2026, we will be in the right direction. The SHA, the health sector, is going to reform. These changes cannot come at once, but they come. Again, the education reform, the education reform in higher education, whereby you find someone has taken his or a child to Makini or other prestigious primary schools, and when the child succeeds to university, we will want the same share as the poor country. So President has put there so that we have the lower people in the lower cadre, the bottom up economic. This is implying the bottom up economic transformation agenda, so that these people in our society who are low can also feel that they need to be national. So this, I am very optimistic. By 2026 we'll find that we will have more middle class citizens by the So President William Ruto has taken long-term policies to transform the country, and our country was used to a short term. During Uru's time, that is when the industries were killed. Importation was here. Look at the agricultural sector. Currently, the food prices are down. We have 250 2 kg, 250 kg shillings, 2 kg. What is it now? I bought one at 139. So I think we are in the right trajectory. In under 3 years. So we need to also see the treasury bond. It is now stable. The Kenyan currency is currently gaining value against the international currencies like the euro, like the United States dollar, the US dollar, the Japanese yen, the South African rand. These are real things. Go to Central Bank of Kenya data. These are real things. And the exchange rate, Uhuru Kenyatta left us at 170 something shillings against $1. Look at now, 129. I think that is a clear indicator, economic indicator, that we are in the right trajectory. When we maintain peace and don't burn roads which have been constructed by taxpayers' money, inflated by corrupt people in the government, you want to burn. When we have another budget of that way, yet that budget should be used to facilitate the treatment in our hospitals, to facilitate the education sector. So as youth of this country, let us come together, form groups, and see on what to do on economic. That is the real thing. I know my idea might be unpopular with a certain clique of Kenyans, but that is the real. Like you now, if I tell you don't eat for 7 days, you'll be emancipated. You'll not be in good health. But when I tell you, you must eat, you must cook and eat, and if you don't know how to cook, you will struggle to cook so that you have something in your stomach. Which I think you're getting.
I'm getting you, but also there's somewhere where I'll just differ with you, but it's a contradiction, because I'll say most of the people are saying the is not working. Maybe if I'm getting you right, you're saying that these people were saying the president is not working, is that they were used to a certain way of ruling, which was the presidents by that time, Uhuru and they were not unpopular leaders. Unpopular because they were not making radical changes too fast at once. Is this the mistake that it is doing, or is it not a mistake because it's doing them at once? And when you answer in that, you say that people should not ban businesses and property. some leaders are alleging that the former deputy president, Dr. Shagwa, that he's inciting the business community and the community against cross government, against the current government, because he's saying that few businesses are being targeted, few communities are being targeted. Can this be substantiated, or in your opinion, how true is this based on what has happened as a result of this?
The president's long-term goals are a mystery to greedy, capitalistic elites who have wrecked the Kenyan economy since it began.
That's a strong word, Speaker.
Yeah.
That's a strong word.
I'm sorry to say,
Yeah.
these people have not been paying taxes. They are running big business empires, and they are manipulating the emotions of the loy in their societies. Because this is the political spectrum. It's a social, a kind of social software. So president the president action is a mistake to them, and they must use any means to cause meaning, and even with the emotions of the employee in the society, because the current steps will ensure that we have a stable health. And in the health sector, you know how these people used to do years business and contracts. You remember the cancer corruption? You remember it? And this chap, they will not do it. We have many hospitals which have got with the poor doctors, which have really caused deaths of Kenyans. Those ones have been trapped under the leadership of Aden Baragwal in the Ministry of Health. So all these things. You remember the agriculture sector? When the coffee was going out at a very cheap price. Today, under William Ruto government, they treat the coffee. If you check the rates, it has gone exponentially high. So I think the chauvinists, the tribal chauvinist elites up there, who have really benefited from the economy of this country without paying taxes. They're the people who are, they do taxes, they get government contracts, they do contracts, they don't pay. So one thing I was insinuating, the president's action is a mistake to that clique of people. And the president's action is not a mistake to the lower cadre of people like me who understand how economy should run. I think the effects will be felt next year. And this is the issue which the CCM, Emperor Barons, differed with the Magufuli, the Magufuli, and even under the mysterious death of Magufuli. That is the action the president is taking now. We must have radical changes for Africa to live. And Africa will only thrive in a socialism kind of environment where we have affordable health for everyone, where we have houses for everyone, so that we do away with the street children, we do away with the people who do not have houses. An environment where everyone will access education irrespective of their level in the Maslow hierarchy of needs. An environment whereby everyone will feel part and parcel of the nation. One thing I just want to tell the president is to focus on ensuring that he exhausts the potential of the 47 countries. They say that they construct industries to absorb people and reduce importation. The recent importation of wheat, yes, we have wheat in Narok. I think that is misplaced. That's the thing I want to focus, tell the president to again focus on manufacturing sector. Because when he focuses on manufacturing, we will therefore absorb the people at the lower cadre. He has concentrated much in destroying those people who are affecting our economy in the upper cadre, and I think now let it come at the lower cadre to also open industry so that our people can benefit. I think I've answered the question.
Answered it well. Just that having to talk about it, people were saying he's targeting. People are saying the people they
yeah.
that they're targeting a specific community.
No. I think we should not bring the issue of ethnic. I will not also be up when an ethnic community is being targeted. I think let us use the term, these are elites, capitalistic elites. Because when someone is given a tender of billions of shillings and he supplies air, we cannot say that he is targeting a community. So I think those people sees money. You know, money is something very powerful. You just give 2 million. And people run mad. If you run mad, if you give you with the emotions. And also those bloggers and people that will run, our community is being targeted. I don't think the community is targeted. Even when it comes to government appointments. Because every area is represented. The new region which could not even access president. Today they are minister president. The Turkana, they have a cabinet secretary today. the Somali. I think no community is targeted. You check at the principal secretaries, they reflect the enemy of the country. And no one is saying that our people have been removed out of the government. So I think these are just those groups. They are whipping the emotions of people. Yeah.
So finally, I think because this one was brief, I think we have a rejoinder for this original setting. We can now move to away from the national politics and the people are saying Bunge la Mwananchi. Afraid of seeing some, I'll not say fracas, but there are reports that there are people who are attempting to disrupt the peaceful running of Bunge la Mwananchi. How true is this, or maybe they're just rumors that we hear?
Whatever we are discussing, we have people who have seen that Bunge is strong, and that is where they can get this disrupt. And we passed a resolution yesterday that we are going to deal with them, because they have worked with us for a very long period of time, and action is going to be, we are partnered with the security people to get rid of these people who are inciting. You are allowed to criticize the government, you are allowed to support the government, because the government is not inclined to any group. We just speak the enemy of Mwananchi, but it's not a platform which will serve the interests of chauvinists, tribal chauvinists who have benefited from the economy of this country at the expense of those who are not concerned. So I think they are using our platform to deceive us, and that we will not allow. Our platform is there to fight for the interests of political affiliation, irrespective of ethnic background, of their level, the national enemy. So they will be there. The security will be there. If you try to put disturbance, making noise, inciting Kenyans, one against the other, I think you should be arrested and taken to court and charged accordingly as per our constitution of Kenya. We should be there to discuss issues. If the government does not do good, you should pinpoint the area. If the government does well, you should also remove the area. That is the direction which we want our country to do.
Yeah. Finally, with that camera, give your last words, and then also, because I usually believe the president has official advisor, but also us as individual citizens, we have also the capacity to decide anything. I know the president has said you cannot advise the president as king of the nation, but maybe I think we need to think what can we do to handle this issue with uprising as well as the genuinely. China now when you speak there, genuinely these who are crying, but for the second one, how could the president handle that?
Well, my advice to recently the president is now to focus on the manufacturing sector. We have minerals. Recently there was oil which was gotten in Turkana. I think we need to focus on partnering with the wider industries, the oil producing industries to partner and find a way in which Turkana oil can benefit Kenyans. And again, the irrigation program, I think that also the president should focus on reviving the Galana Gulab and other irrigation programs, and ensuring also the 1929 treaty British against Kenya, Lake Victoria. I think we need to do irrigation, and not only irrigation, in Kenya, so that people can engage in agribusiness. That is the only way which we will lead the nation. Again, my voice to His Excellency the President, my advice is to focus on expenditure, because people will feel bad when we have expenditures which are extravagant, and when I do not feel okay. Those money should go there at the grassroots to ensure that we have good road network there, even at the lower, at the local area interior of Kenya. We have good electricity network so that our people can engage in manufacturing, of ensuring that the industries come up. We have Kenyans who are talented, so we need electricity supply in each and every area. We need good road network. We need water. We need it. And it's not only the responsibility of the president. We also have governors who must show that the allocation, the government allocation, the national government allocation to them is properly used. We have the women rep under the national, the GAF, the National Affirmative Action Fund, the national government Affirmative Action Fund is used to empower women so that our women can engage in entrepreneurship. We also have the CDF, which MPs have used give to their families. So that is also not benefit the youth. We have other 5 elected leaders at the county level, so they should come together and ensure that the funds which they get from the national government is well used, so that not all conflicts will be reduced with the president, even if they still at the world level there, the MCA should be taken care of. So let us work together, elected leaders who have been elected by the people, work together to help the president. The cabinet secretaries, you need to come out, we need to see you out. Ministry of Tourism, that's well. We had 300 billion shillings and now 800 billion and we are going to trillion. Come out and speak to people. And also ensure that the youth exploit all opportunities in your ministry. Each and every ministry, that's well. Come out and speak. What we lack in this government is just communication. And this is why there's this, you do a lot and you don't communicate. Use the online media, use the mainstream media, so that you communicate whatever you do to people and also tell them the timeline on which they will end. That is only my kicker. Communication and ensuring that we engage one another at close intervals so that we have a nation. Let us not destroy this nation. That's my goal.
So, if you're watching from home and you disagree or maybe you differ with some of the comments that Speaker Agai has said, feel free in the comment section. You can also tell us your opinion, because as Speaker said, tunaongea tusipigane, let's talk, let's share ideas so that we can also push the country forward. Not only one country to protect the country of Kenya. If you're watching, saizi na just subscribe to our channel, subscribe to our channel, and suppose you can bring you such amazing conversations as we go. I've been host OCHINO, those are the man of phone and also our friend. See you on the next one. We are out.
Thank you very much, my brother. Keep it up. We must speak. If we don't speak, then we don't have an issue. Yeah. But it also needs to not use youth to cause mayhem. Because even after as a mayor,